Hello everyone. Welcome to UIAS. Let's discuss Earth for All Initiative Report. In the new Earth for All Initiative report, the researchers set aside population modeling approaches adopted by the UN, the Wittgenstein Center, sponsored by the European Union, the Lancet, and integrated assessment models. Instead, they modeled birth rates explicitly and causally as a function of GDP per person, which shows a negative correlation between income and fertility rate. In this context, the per capita GDP is a proxy for female education and socioeconomic mobility, among other factors. Based on such modeling, the researchers advanced two scenarios. In the first, called Too Little, Too Late, Dr. Caligari and Dr. Stoknes predicted that if economic development continues as it has in the last 5 decades, the world's population would peak at 8.6 billion in 2050, roughly 25 years from now, and decline to 7 billion by 2100. In the second scenario, called the Giant Leap, the researchers concluded that the population will peak at 8.5 billion by 2040, a decade sooner than 2050, but then rapidly decline to around 6 billion by 2100. This, they said, will be due to our investments in poverty alleviation, gender equity, education and health, ameliorating inequality, and food and energy security. The report clarified that these population predictions are more optimistic than the kind of historic fear-mongering and regressive development policies engendered by the population bomb metaphor. It also stated that population alone was never the problem for sustainability, nor will it be for the climate crisis. The findings proposed that the better and more equitable policies we make today, the lower the Earth's human population will be later this century. The Earth for All report is entitled People and Planet, 21st Century Sustainable Population Scenarios and Possible Living Standards Within Planetary Boundaries. The report also contradicted the UN World Population's Prospects 2022 report, which predicted that the global population would steadily rise to 10.4 billion in 2080 and then stabilize around that number in 2100. Population size, especially in post-colonial nations, has become a locus for international aid agencies as well as for local elite narratives of small families, happy families leading to modern nations. What do the contradictions mean? The contradictions between the UN report and the Earth for All 2023 report are helpful because they allow us to imagine and address the conditions proposed by different studies. They also inform scholarship, activism, and policies that safeguard women's health and well-being in all possible scenarios. The differing global projections, in light of India's local reality, should finally enable us to draft policies that are future-facing, help tap into our demographic dividend, and plan for a cultural change wherein women are able to make decisions about their reproductive lives in safe. What do the findings mean? Essentially, the findings proposed that the better and more equitable policies we make today, the lower the Earth's human population will be later this century. However, the researchers have been cautious to warn that a declining population alone won't address the issues surrounding the climate crisis. The Earth for All report is entitled People and Planet, 21st Century Sustainable Population Scenarios and Possible Living Standards Within Planetary Boundaries. Aside from its predictions, it is notable because it revisits the premise of the 1968 book, The Population Bomb by Ian and Paul Ehrlich, a 1972 report, and a later book, The Limits to Growth, in which the authors made population a focus on global development policy. But Dr. Caligari and Dr. Stoknes have been clear that humankind's impact on the environment is not driven by population numbers but instead by the luxurious consumption of the richest people. The duo also wrote that the equitable distribution of resources which are currently available globally can alleviate extreme poverty, even exceeding the United Nations minimum levels. Thank you, everyone. Do subscribe to this channel. Use code SPLIVE to join Unacademy.